Hey again guys, this is MinecraftingDAD and welcome to episode 4 of our Minecraft FTB Regrowth 0.7 Alpha Modpack series. This modpack is available on the FTB Launcher. Information on how to download the pack is available in the video description below. So let's get started. Let's take a look at where we were at in the quest book. As you can see, if you haven't been here for the previous episodes, you can see us building the base and doing all kinds of cool stuff in the first three. Right now, I think we're about 50% done the first set of quests. As you can see here, the latest one here is called Flower Power. This book enlightens you to ways in which you can use these magical flowers to alter the world around you. Perhaps through this, you may begin to restore the world to what it once was. It wants us to build a Petal Apothecary. So if we go to NEI and we look up Petal, you can take a look at the Petal Apothecary. It's simply 4 cobblestone, 2 half slabs in any of the flowers. So let's grab one of the flowers in here. Let's just pick we have the green one. So let's use the green flower. Let's convert that to a petal. There we go. And let us go into our crafting bench and make a Petal Apothecary. So there's our 4 cobble, 2 half slabs, and any of those guys. Alright, cool. So let's find a place to put this. I think for now we'll just use this area here as our area to do Botania stuff. So the only thing we don't have real close by here is a water source. So we can always go over here and bring a water source a bit closer. Let's do that now. Let's just add another infinite water source location right to here. And we're going to need 2 things of water. Bring it over, and there we go. Nice. Alright, so we can take that and fill up our Petal Apothecary. So let's complete that quest. And this is going to give us 3 pure daisies and 8 floral fertilizer. Oh, wait a minute. It wants us to make a pure daisy on our own. So what we can do is we can look up in NEI, we can look at what the recipe for a pure daisy is. There's actually a couple ways you can look at this. We'll look at the first option here. So pure daisy is 4 white mythical petals in order to make a pure daisy. The other thing that you need to know is you do need a single seed. So let me see if I have any extra seeds here. So in our regular crops we should have, yes, we do have an additional seed that we can throw in order to make the item that we need. So we do need the white, mystical white flowers. We need 4 of those and 1 regular seed. So let's go ahead and throw these in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you throw in the seed and then there you go. Voila, you got a pure daisy. Let's turn this quest in as well. Oh, wait a minute. It wants us to do something else. So now it wants us to use the pure daisy to make 16 living wood and 16 living rock. Okay, so the simplest explanation for this pure daisy is it just needs to go on, basically a piece of dirt. So we'll just find a location over here. We know we're going to get 4 of them, so we'll do is we'll make some additional room. So when we get the others, we have places to put those as well. Alright, so here, let's put our first one down, and it wants us to make the wood. So in order to do that, we actually need to make some living wood. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to need to plant our, I guess it's our spruce seed here, in order to make some plants. So let's go find a location suitable. We'll just borrow one of these crop areas for now. What we'll do is we'll plant a couple trees, and we need some extra wood. So let's make these guys grow with some bone meal. Any day now. There we go. Okay, so cool. We'll just grow both of these trees real quick, and like I said, we're going to use the wood to use to make living wood. So let's grab that in our flint hatchet, and let's go make some of these things right now. The fireworks, always the fireworks. Alright, so we want to take this wood. And we're going to take this and we are going to make ourselves some living wood. Also, before we go back over there, we're going to go back into storage and see if we have any regular stone. I'm not sure that we cooked anything up yet, but we can throw this this stone in there. We need a total of 16. That's a lot of living wood and a lot of living rock. But yeah, let's get this started. So let's get it started. And this should convert these over. So this will convert them over 8 at a time. And while that's working, we'll work on gathering up some more of this and replanting to get another tree. So we'll get one more of these, and we just need a couple more pieces in order to complete the 16 living wood. So let's get this done. Oh my god, I can't reach that one. Really? There we go. We'll get it one way or the other. We're going to get this piece of wood out of here. There we go. Nice. Alright, so let's do that. We're going to need some more cobble to make some stone, because it's stone that you need to place in order to make the living rock. So let's see here. I don't think I have any stone. Let's just double check. Oh look, I do have some stone. Nice. So we don't even need to do that. So we can let this convert here. It should be getting ready to convert any second now. Watch the magic happen. Any day now. There it goes. So you can see what happens is the pure daisy converts the spruce wood into what's called living wood. And because we only get one pure daisy, we have to kind of just work around it. Alright, so there goes our first 8 living wood. Let's do some stone. This is like one of the first things that I was like, with Botania, that I was like, wow, this is really cool. You can actually make this living wood and stone. I was like, man, this is the first time I actually played with a magical mod, was using Botania. So while that's working, let's go and I guess put away some of our other supplies here. So we have places for everything. We have places for sticks. We have places for wood. We might as well get this stuff semi sorted out, so we can not have to worry about having places to put things. Alright, cool. We have this. This is one of the trees I got from using the Mutandis. Is this Tigerwood tree? I'm so excited to plant that guy. We do have 11 spruce saplings. We're gonna have to basically build ourselves a new area to plant trees. So because of how hostile this world is, I'll kind of go up here for a second to kind of show you, there is mobs everywhere. What I had started to do is I actually added on a whole new area, which is over here, that we're going to expand into, and I kind of surrounded the lava, so we don't have to go outside the walls in order to get lava anymore. So I was like, you know what, this is a great idea. Plus, it makes the base that much bigger. So now we've got a secure lava. I did put some trees over here. Now, that one tree right there, oh my god, it is huge. Alright, so there's a sakura tree over there. There's a spruce tree. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm just going to call it tall tree because it's really tall. And yeah, it's dangerous on the other side of the wall, so we're going to try to avoid going over there at all costs. In the meantime, we probably should eat. Gotta watch your hunger out here in the desert. Alright, so let's get over here and let's start mining up some of this living rock. Get her done. So we're gonna have to do 2 rounds to make our 16. So there we go. That's the first one. Let's just do the stone again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good enough, right? Alright, so Let's get that done. And then we will make the spruce wood at the same time. Maybe we should grow these melons. I'm kind of interested. I don't have any melons growing. Can use that for a food source, right? So get some melons growing over here. Hey, why not, right? Melons. Who doesn't like watermelon? Alright, let's get our extra stuff stored away here. We've got some bone meal and floral fertilizer and some mutandis and lots of other things. I do want to plant this tagger tree at some point. And we got a fir sapling. This is from me playing around with the mutandis. Now, instead of like 16 different things within the mutandis, now there's something like 80, which is totally ridiculous. But alright, so let's fill this back up. You always, every time you make something inside of the Petal Apothecary, you actually need to refill it back up with water. There is ways to automate this. We won't be looking at that anytime soon, but in the future we will be automating the process of using the Petal Apothecary. So let's just grab all these extra flowers that we gathered up earlier. We'll deposit all these into our Botania chest so we can keep these for when we need them. Alright, looks like our living rock has been completed, so we don't have to do that one again. So the one thing about regrowth is it does take a little bit of time to get kind of started in the pack. It's not something you're going to be able to just play and get immediate results. You're going to have to kind of stage your way through the process, and you know, it does take a little bit of time to accomplish the tasks in the quest book. But if you do get stuck, there is a really awesome community of people that make videos and let's plays and stuff like that. So I can name a few people who make some really awesome videos, including Purple Mentat, and I can't think of anybody else that comes to mind. But like I said, if you search the YouTube community, there is quite a few people who make Let's Plays, including myself. But I think of myself more as a person who's kind of playing with you. So, you know, I'm not going to try to give you tons of rhetoric about how you should do things. It's more like, okay, hey, let's figure this out together. You know, let's work through it and figure out what we're doing here. So, come on, convert, convert, convert. Alright, while we're waiting for this to convert, let's look and see if there's any other quests that we can now complete. So as you complete quests, what's going to happen is, just to give you an example, go back out here. You start gaining reputation in different aspects. As you gain reputation, you can see these little dots. So for example, Mechanist has currently 26 points. When I get this to 30 points, it's going to open up some additional quests. Also, here you go, Geneticist. Yeah, I think I said that right. If I get that up to 30 points, I'll open up some more quests. Arkandos has tons of quests, which seems to open very often. And if I'm not mistaken, there is other ones, but okay. Let's look at some of the other quests that we may have opened up here along the way. Number 4, What the World Teaches. This wants us to create a book binder. This is in a bookshelf, so we'll do that. Also, What the World Enables. This wants us to make some snorkel, so we can go and do some fishing, I guess. What the World Embraces. This wants us to make a whole bunch of different array of different items. Some of these are new. These are ones that we recognize from before. This one here, the compartmentalization and better chest, are brand new to the 0.72. Also, I believe, not sure if there's any in here. We did that one. Okay, so it's 6. 8 is the encoding of the world. This wants us to make a sifter and bees. This will be the first time I've ever played with bees, so that should be interesting. And I think there's 2 more. The life of the world. So this is where they've moved all of the seed quests. So for example, pumpkin seeds, and I think there's melon seeds and barley seeds and artichoke seeds. So this is one of the areas I think we're going to concentrate on early on, because it's kind of an important aspect to get a handle on. And also the last set of quests here is the way the world feels, and there's nothing in that one yet. So, and also how the world changes. So I wish it had like a little icon to tell you when it had new quests, because that'd be cool. I think you can kind of click on them like this. 2 quests in total, 2 quests available, 15 quests in total, 3 quests available. So I do know this for certain. When we get towards the end of the first quest line, there are a couple secret quests. So not all of them are going to be given to you right off the bat. That's why you'll see, like, it'll say 14 quests completed, but the percentage will still be not 100%. So, alright, let's do this. We're ready to go. Let's get our stuff. Let's get this so we can complete the quests. Alright. Living wood. Check. Alright, let's turn this in here. Well, apparently we've already opened up some other stuff, or it just automatically figured it out. That's kind of weird. So it automatically knows that we completed the quest and already opened up the quest line with giving us 4 points in Arkandos. So the rewards to this, we do get 3 more pure daisies, more floral fertilizer, and we're going to get to pick either living wood or living rock. We can make those kind of at will. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the floral fertilizer for now. Actually, you know what? Even floral fertilizer isn't that bad. So let's go with the living wood. We're gonna need a ton of that. So, all right, we come over here. We've got 16 living rock, 48 living wood. We've got some more pure daisies, which we can now put down as well. So if we want to convert more of these things, there you go. We just make it all day long. Alright, so now that we've done that, we have some new quests. One of them being a sound solution. This wants us to make a Horn of the Wild. So, collecting long grass and flowers by hand is starting to get annoying. The Lexica, Botania, describes a horn that when sounded encourages nearby plants to uproot themselves, seemingly like it might be worth making. Seems like it might be worth making. So let's go and look into NEI, and let's look at the Horn of the Wild. There is 2 horns, in fact, that you're going to find in here. One is the Horn of the Wild, the other is the Horn of the Canopy. Just like it explained, the Horn of the Wild allows you to uproot plants. If you think about it as far as trees, the Horn of the Canopy allows you to remove the canopy of trees. Both super useful and super loud. But in order to get this, we need 1 pasture seed, some living wood, and that's what we're shooting for. I don't know if I have any more pasture seeds. If we don't, well, let's go check inside of the storage here. Perhaps we do. Not gonna say we don't. No pasture seeds in here. Surprise, surprise. I could have swore we had some pasture seeds. Well, worst case is if we have to go out and go searching for some pasture seeds, there's a couple different ways we can do this. Let's go for the easier option. So the easiest way to get more of this items in the very beginning of the game is to just take some bone meal, place it on the grass, and now you've got all this different grass that you could basically break. So what we're looking for is a pasture seed. So we're just going to keep on breaking this until we get one, and it should pop up relatively quick. In worst case, we got tons of bone meal. We'll make this happen one way or another. So look, there's some clay. You get all kinds of cool stuff inside of grass, but primarily what we're looking for is the pasture seed. And of course, you know what's going to happen now that I actually want a pasture seed. It's like never going to drop. That's exactly how my luck goes. We're getting everything else under the sun. No pasture seeds. All right, let's start putting some of this stuff away. Even if it's not Botania, we could just throw the flowers in there. We'll sort this out later, but at least it keeps our inventory rather clear. Alright, let's keep this up. Alright, let me see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting this Going to come back in 1 second after we had an opportunity to find it, so we'll be right back. Hey, look at that. I guess we will not be right back, because look what we got. We got ourselves a pasture seed. Alright, so, see, I told you, it's exactly after the fact of when you don't, you know, when you try to, like, stop. Oh, there it goes. Now you have it. That's the way it works. Alright, so we're going to take our pasture seed and combine it with some of the living wood. I think we needed like 5 of those. Let's go over here to our crafting bench. Boom, 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 and a pasture seed. Look at that. I don't know how this looks like a horn, but I guess in some way that resembles a horn. Well, here's the cool thing about this. So we plant down some plants and blow the horn. Bam! Look at that. We could do this all day. I mean, just look at that. Ah, oh, it's beautiful. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This plant is impenetrable to the horn. What kind of bullocks is this, man? This isn't cool. Alright, so apparently some of the nature trees are, you're not able to do that with. But we are getting melon seeds, like, no tomorrow. So let's get all this stuff into the storage here. Wow, look at all these seeds we got just from that. That's ridiculous. And potato seeds? Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Oh, we also broke some of our crops. So you got to be careful with this thing, otherwise you're going to break every single crop in your immediate area. So it's like, wait a minute, what the heck is that all about? We're literally getting every single crop that's out here. Alright, so let's grab out our regular crops here. So we got melon seeds, we got mandrake, pumpkin, potato, belladonna. What else do we have? I think that's it. Put the melon in there. We should have some wheat and stuff like that, but that was quite interesting. Apparently we can suck up the seeds without too much problem. Alright, so let's grab this stuff and replant these guys. So I'm not sure which ones we need where, but just for right this moment, let's just plant all of our seeds over here. Melon seeds for days. Alright. That was kind of cool. Okay, we'll get ourselves a little melon farm going over here. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. There we go. And we have some pumpkins. Sure, why not? Well, we'll grab some pumpkins there as well. Alright. What other seeds do we got? We got mandrake seeds, we got potato seeds. Let's throw those down over here as well. There's that. And there's that. We'll go into that stuff a little bit later on. Alright. Let's get this. There's a spot already made for the horn. Put that right there, and we'll come back to that when the appropriate time. Alright, so let's get that in there. Get our this. Grab that. Grab our pumpkins. Alright, it looks like we've got everything sorted there. Let's go. Okie dokie. Let's go put this over here in our regular crops. So we got the Mr. Mandrake dude, the wheat flour, and the pumpkin. What else do we have here? I don't see any carrots out there. I don't see any sugarcane growing. We should probably get those running. The mandrakes, we need some potatoes. Let's get those planted again. And we'll start looking at some of our crop stuff. But while we're working on this, let's get some of this just out here. So we've got our. Do I have sand? I don't think I have any sand out here either. So we'll have to. Mandrakes and potatoes. Oh, maybe we'll put our potatoes over here. At least we got some stuff growing here, and we can start trying to figure out what our next quest is. In order to grow sugarcane, we need a piece of sand. So we should have some sand in here. Alright, yes we do. What I did is I just kind of went around the world and started digging, grabbing some sand and grabbing some of those other things that you know, we would need so we can do whatever we need to do. Alright, good. Let's take a look at our quest book and see what our next task is after making the Horn of the Wild. So it looks like the next quest is Sunshine and Lollipops. These flowers use the energy of the sun to concentrate mana into a more tangible form, which you believe you should be able to manipulate. Alright, so what this wants us to do is make a day bloom. So in order to make a day bloom, let's look at NEI. The cool thing about day blooms, well, I guess there's a downside to day blooms. It's that they operate during the day. They gain a small amount of mana. So this requires 2 yellow flowers, a light blue, and an orange. Let's go even see if we have those things. So first things first, we need the yellow. We need the yellow. So that's 2. And then we need the light blue and the orange. Light blue, and the orange. Okay, good. So we have those items, and we're going to turn those into petals. And we need ourselves another seed. Of course, we don't have one. Let's go grab one of those. We should actually just make a spot for some seeds over there near the Botania thing. You know, just get a whole bunch of them. All right, so let's start this. So we need the yellow, 2 yellow in fact. 1, 2, 1 orange, 1 blue, and 1 seed. And that makes a day bloom. Alright, so the cool thing about these is, well, it does need to get planted on dirt. So maybe we should set up a little small area to store all these guys. Let's find ourselves a spot to start collecting mana. I think, you know, we'll just start here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for right this minute, and this will be where we start to place these guys. Alright, so let's take a look at that in the quest book, and you can see we now are going to collect 5 day blooms and 5 nightshades. The nightshades collect energy at nighttime, and the day blooms collect them during the day. The night blooms can only use half of the energy, so you know, because it's the moon, I guess they don't collect as much. So we'll use the day blooms, and yeah, that's going to be the best option for us to collect mana. So the other thing about day blooms that you'll read inside of the Lexica Botania, you look up day bloom, which we'll do that here. Type here to search day bloom. Let's go back, and this is the generating flora. I guess it's the day bloom. So if you look at this, it says that you don't want to have these stacked on top of each other. You actually want to offset them, sort of like a star, and that's the best way to set them up. But in order to collect mana, let's get back to our quest book. In order to collect mana, we're going to need to make a mana spreader and a diluted mana pool. Just from experience, I can tell you right now, we're going to need to make 2 mana pools. It's pretty easy to make a mana pool. You just basically make a upside down helmet. We're going to make 2 of those, and I'll explain to you why very shortly. And we're going to find a place to put our mana pool for right now. So we'll put it, say, right here, just so we can kind of spread things out a little bit. And then we're going to find a place to put our let's see. We need to then make the mana spreader. So let's take a look at NEI about the mana spreader. This recipe is different in this particular pack than in typical packs. It usually requires a piece of gold. We don't have access to that, so it just needs wood and 1 flower. So we should be able to do this one rather easy. So this one is, like I said, wood and 1 flower. And there you go. That's a mana spreader. And I think we're also going to need to create the wand, which we'll do that in 1 second. So let's place that down, and you don't obviously see anything because we don't have a wand So let's go see. I think it wants us to create the wand here in a second. It wants us to pick a mana pool. Okay, so, oh, sorry. In order to create the diluted mana pool, we now need to start collecting. We need to make the wand, which is the wand of the forest. And just in case you may not have seen the recipe, you can make it any way you want, but basically it's 3 of these living wood twigs, which is just 2 pieces of wood together. So let's real quick, we'll make ourselves 1, 2, 3, and we need 2 different colored flowers. So we'll just use the gray and the light blue, and then we put these guys like this, and 1 and 2. Now we have ourselves a wand of the forest. If we hold this in our hand, you can see that there's a beam of mana that's being collected, and right now it's shooting at a sand block. But how we can get this to aim and be stored in the diluted mana pool is we can first hold shift, right click, and now the wand goes into bind mode. Then you can hold shift, right click on the mana spreader, and while holding shift, right click on the diluted pool, and now you can see it is pointing directly in the mana pool, and this thing should be starting to generate some mana, except for the fact that it's nighttime. So let's go inside and quickly sleep. We'll make it daytime, and then we'll come back and start collecting some mana. So in order to get the upgraded mana pool, we're going to need a small amount of mana, and you can see if I looking at the icon in the middle of the screen here, it shows we do not have enough mana to convert the regular mana or the diluted mana pool into a full size. So that task or that quest is kind of out of question until we generate enough mana, and you can see these guys are going to slowly start generating the mana. We don't need this block anymore, we can get rid of that. And it'll see, there you go, already. So we just need to wait a little bit of time, and then that'll work. All right, so let's see. Is there any other quests that we can complete while we're waiting for this? Now that we did complete the Horn of the Wild, let's claim that, and we did make the Wand of the Forest, so let's claim that as well. And we also made the well, we can't complete this one yet, so we have to wait for that, but. We may have opened up some other quests along the way, but hoping that we can... Oh, look, see, now we got just enough mana. Now all you do in order to upgrade this is you just hit Q, and you'll hear a little sound and the mana disappears. The one that you have in your hand is the one you want to replace this. You get rid of that, and you put the good one down. This is the good mana pool. The diluted mana pool is only capable of collecting a small amount, very, very small amount of mana. This guy can fill basically all the way up to the top. So you want to, get rid of this one. And as far as I'm concerned, you could just chuck it. It doesn't matter. So no, we'll put it into the chest over here. But it's not going to be of any use to you. But we did get tons and tons of floral fertilizer, so we're going to take that, and just for now we'll store it away. We're going to use this to gather more Botania flowers. Alright, so I think, alright guys, so let's take a look. So what is our plan? You're going to have to wait until the next episode, guys. So we're at a point now where we're able to kind of wait for some things to happen. We're going to generate some mana. We're going to need to get some of that going. So we'll wait till the next episode. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And you can also, by the way, watch my live streams on twitch.tv/MinecraftingDAD. See you next time, guys.